Oh, okay. Oh, adventurer, welcome back. Sorry, things have been a little hectic around here. Give me a moment. I'll be right with you. You know where we set up. Okay. Ooh. You know, some cards are about quiet reflections. Other cards are a call to motion. And then there are cards that arrive like the sound of wheels on stone, demanding not only your attention, but also your direction. Sometimes cards like this don't wait for you. So it's time to jump on, because this card does not wait for permission. It charts its own course. Let's get on the Chariot. Now, adventurer, the road ahead may twist and turn, but the will behind the reins determines where it will lead. Let me tell you a tale of a journey not taken by foot, but by fire-willed resolve. There was once a young noble from the city of Stormreach who dreamed of glory, though he'd never lifted a sword or led a company. Instead, he trained with maps. He learned the stars, and within the stories of old adventurers. He believed that if he knew the land well enough, his feet would never falter. Big dreams are one thing, but command is another. When his kingdom was threatened and all the warriors were away, he yoked two wild, mismatched horses, one as black as shadow and the other as white as snow. And he put them both in front of an old ceremonial chariot. Villagers that saw what he was doing whispered to themselves, "He'll be pulled apart." And to tell you the truth, he nearly was. The black horse fought against the road, restless, rebellious. The white horse followed the wind, full of noble fire, but blind to the terrain. But even still, he didn't drop the reins. He listened, not to the noise of fear, but to the rhythm within. He balanced force with focus, impulse with purpose. And like some otherworldly magic, he was able to drive that chariot through the valley, unyielding, unbroken, until the invaders turned at the sight of his charge. I tell you, he became legend. not because of his power, but because of his discipline. The Chariot upright is the card of control. It calls for determination, and through will, it brings victory. It represents focused energy, triumph over obstacles, and momentum gained by aligning opposing forces within yourself. It's not brute force, it's mastery. Not the absence of challenge, but the ability to rise above it through sheer, innate balance. It's not absence of challenge, but the ability to rise above it through sheer intent and balance. The Chariot reminds you that progress is possible when you take the reins. It's time to steer your life deliberately with both hands, even if the path is wild. Even if those horses try to pull in two separate directions. It's the point where confidence is no longer just a feeling, but confidence is the direction. In readings, the Chariot often appears when you're on the verge of significant action or when you need to act. It may call for you to assert your will, to overcome that inner conflict, or to push through external resistances. It shows that discipline, determination, and alignment of purpose will be your greatest tool. If you felt directionless, this card reminds you, pick a star and chase it. Chase it hard. Clear the path. Harness your strength. And don't be afraid to sweat, as long as you keep steering. Adventurer, when I first began traveling with only my loot and a name that no one knew yet, I was pulled in many directions. Every town had its own tale, every request its own appeal. I learned the hard way that saying yes to everything is just another form of drifting. The Chariot taught me that discipline isn't chains, it's direction. You don't become legendary by wandering. You become legendary by choosing your heading and adjusting your stride when the road tests you. Every hero, every bard, every soul craving their place in the world must someday grip the reins and trust their own command. Well, adventurer, I do hate to cut this short, but it does look like I have a lot to tend to here today. But don't worry, I've got the reins firmly in my grasp. But next time, we'll return to the crossroads. Except with reversed wheels and inner struggle. What happens when the reins slip and the chariot flips?
Until we meet again, adventurer, the Tarot Tavern is always waiting, where stories are etched in the cards and wisdom flows like mead from the tap. The journey doesn't end here. It's only just begun. Come back soon. Your next chapter awaits.
Hey there, adventurer. Jared here, your resident tarot bard. Now, before you go wandering off into the night, I just want to give you a big thanks for joining me here at the Tarot Tavern. Every tale I spin, every card I read, well, I do it all here. Just me, tending to this tavern. So, when you share the show, you leave kind words, or you simply keep coming back, that is the magic that keeps it alive more than you know. Now, if you would like to toss a coin to the bard, I have set up a Patreon at patreon.com/thetarotbard. That's TheTarotBard. Now, Patreons do get early access for each episode, and they're always ad-free. That's right, you can listen to each episode before it's released to the wider realm. And there's also a couple other magical perks along the way. Your support is going to help keep the lanterns lit, the cards shuffled, and the stories flowing, one episode at a time. You can find the link to the Patreon in the show notes. And even if you can't spare a coin, just knowing that you're out there listening and maybe even sharing this journey, even that makes it worthwhile. But until the next time we meet, may your path be clear, may your heart be steady, and may your next pull be exactly what you need.